Kanye West and Kim Kardashian were the power couple of social media. A famous rapper combined with a celebrity who's famous just for looking good actually worked out so well. Everyone looked up to them, everyone was happy for them, they had kids together, they got married, both of their net worths combined would exceed over $1 billion easily. They were literally living the dream life. But how did something so good break down? They had everything they need. They had a family, they raised kids, they got married and moved into houses together, yet a couple like that still broke apart. How did it happen? What caused it? And who especially was responsible? Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's relationship, which once seemed like a fairy tale, began to unravel in the public eye over several years, which eventually led to their split. They first met in the early 2000s and became friends. We all know what relationships are like. You meet, you become best friends, and then you become lovers. Their romantic relationship began in 2012, and they got married in a beautiful ceremony in 2014. Getting married after only 2 years of dating is honestly quite quick, but remember, they have everything they need. Money is not a problem for them, so getting married was the easy part. For a while, their marriage seemed strong. They supported each other's careers, raising their 4 children together, and often appeared happy in public. However, beneath the surface, there were growing tensions and challenges. One of the main strains of their relationship was Kanye's mental health. Kanye has been open about his struggles with bipolar disease, which sometimes led to erratic behavior and public outbursts. We must understand how Kanye feels because it's not his fault that he suffers with this disorder. It is uncontrollable, and trying to stop it can only make it worse. Not trying to say that the bad shit he says in public is because of his disease, but just a tiny bit of it could be the cause, but probably like 10%. The other 90% is just Kanye's personality in general, like, it's just who he is. For instance, during his 2020 run for the US presidency, Kanye made several public statements that caused concern and embarrassment for Kim. He tweeted about personal family matters, including discussing their consideration of abortion when Kim was pregnant with their first child, Northwest. This period was especially tough for Kim, who felt the need to protect their children and manage the public fallout while also caring for Kanye. At this stage, we've got to be on Kim's side, because exposing family problems to the world isn't something a man should do, and I feel like ever since Kanye's run for presidency, he has genuinely not been the same. Like, his albums can explain it as well. Donda wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either, and Vultures was just horrible, I'm not talking about that. But generally, it's like a knock-on effect. Everything always led to something worse. The pressures of their individual careers and public lives added more stress. Kim's career as a reality TV star and entrepreneur required a lot of her time and attention. Kanye's career as a musician and fashion designer also demanded a lot of his focus. This is like a rich people problem. What made you rich and successful is what you should not abandon, and these two stuck to that. But the lack of time spent for each other and for their kids was the negative part of it. Their busy schedules often kept them apart, which further strained their relationship. By early 2021, it became clear that the issues in their marriage were not improving. Reports suggested that they had been living separately for some time. Kim was based in LA with her children, whilst Kanye spent most of the time in their ranch in Wyoming. This physical separation, combined with their ongoing personal struggles, led Kim to file for a divorce in February 2021. The reason for the divorce was that she believed there were too many differences. The divorce proceedings went smoothly though, with both parties agreeing to joint custody of their children and working to maintain a respectful relationship for the sake of their family. Kim has spoken publicly about how difficult the decision was and how she still cares deeply for Kanye, but she felt that ending their marriage was the best decision for her and their children's well-being. Despite the split, Kim and Kanye have continued to co-parent their children and have been seen together at various family events. Both have expressed a desire to remain supportive of each other's careers and personal lives. The end of their marriage marked a significant change in their lives, but both have worked hard to navigate this new chapter with respect and care for their family. In summary, the breakup of Kanye and Kim Kardashian was the result of a combination of factors, including Kanye's mental health struggles, the pressures of their high-profile careers, and the physical and emotional distance that grew between them. While the relationship faced many challenges, they have continued to prioritize their children and maintain a respectful relationship post-divorce. But deep down, it's obvious that this divorce didn't go well for Kanye. The death of his mother was still on his mind, and losing his wife came along, so imagine how he felt. Every time he was in public, he always looked upset, and he always wore full black clothes or some weird-ass mask. So Kanye and Kim Kardashian's divorce had a profound impact on Kanye, both mentally and physically, especially as it came after the grief of losing his mother. Donda West. Kanye had always been open about his deep relationship with his mother, who passed away in 2007 due to complications from surgery. Her death left a lasting void in his life, influencing his music, public behavior, and personal relationships. The divorce from Kim, who had been a significant source of stability and support in his life, added to Kanye's emotional turmoil. lifestyle. Their relationship had been marked by public highs and lows, with Kanye's struggles with bipolar disease often playing out in the media. The disorder, which can cause extreme mood swings and impulsive behavior, had already placed a considerable strain on their marriage. Kim had often acted as a mediator, trying to balance her family's privacy with Kanye's need for public expression. When Kim filed for a divorce in February 2021, it was a significant emotional blow to Kanye. The split was not only the end of their romantic relationship, but it also added a change of his family life, something that Kanye deeply valued. He had always been vocal about his desire to maintain a strong family unit, partly in response to the close-knit relationship he had with his mother. Losing that family structure was a harsh reality for him to face. Mentally, the divorce destroyed Kanye's feelings of isolation and loss. The separation from his children, North, Saint, Chicago, and Sam, was particularly a pain for him. Kanye had always been very involved in his children's lives, and the idea of not being able to see them on a daily basis added to his distress. His public outbursts and erratic behavior, such as his controversial statements during his 2020 presidential campaign, were seen as manifestations of his internal struggle. Physically, the stress of the divorce took its toll on Kanye. Stress and mental health issues often manifest in physical symptoms, and for Kanye, this included weight fluctuations, fatigue, and visible signs of distress during public appearances. His lifestyle, which had always been hectic due to numerous business ventures and creative projects, became even more challenging as he navigated the emotional pain of the divorce. Kanye's creative output during this period also reflected on his emotional state. His music, always a personal outlet, took on darker and more introspective tones. Albums like Donda, named in honor of his mother, explored themes of loss, redemption, and resilience. The process of creating this album was both cathartic and exhausting for Kanye, as he poured out his grief and confusion into his art. Despite these challenges, Kanye has shown resilience. He continued to work on various projects, including his fashion line Yeezy and his music. He also sought support from friends and colleagues within the industry. Publicly, he made efforts to appear strong and focused, although those close to him have expressed concerns about his well-being. The divorce from Kim, combined with the lingering grief from his mother's death, placed Kanye in a difficult position, and we can't forget the death of Virgil Abloh, because they were both very good friends. It all highlighted his strength and determination to move forward. While the road has been tough, Kanye's ability to channel his pain into his creative endeavors serves as a testament to his resilience. He remains a prominent figure in both the music and fashion industries, continuously pushing boundaries and challenging the norms, even as he navigates his personal struggles. But the divorce from Kanye also had a big impact on Kim Kardashian, both emotionally and mentally. Ending their marriage was a hard decision for her, as she cared deeply for Kanye and valued their family unit. The divorce meant that she had to take on more responsibilities as a single mother to their 4 children. This was challenging because she wanted to protect her kids from the fallout and ensure that they had to be stable and they were in a loving environment. Additionally, Kim had to balance her career as a reality TV star, entrepreneur, and a law student. She often spoke up about how difficult it was to go through a public breakup and how it affected her emotionally, causing moments of sadness and stress. Handling 4 kids in a huge mansion is a big responsibility, especially when you're the only caretaker. Unless she had a babysitter or support from her friends, I'm sure she didn't have to do all of this alone, but most of the time she probably did. But you've got to understand that it wasn't like she had the kids for herself 24/7, because Kanye did take care of them as well, especially Northwest, because he literally helped her make a song for his album Vultures. So Kanye's relationship with his kids is positive, and that's a good thing, but we must take into account both sides. We can't feel sad for Kanye and feel angry for Kim. We have to have sympathy for the both of them, because it's not like it was a dirty breakup or divorce. It was swift and it was agreed, so neither of them deserve any hate or discrimination. Marriages simply have a happy start and most of the time a sad ending. Despite all these challenges, Kim focused on staying strong for her children and continued to work hard on her personal and professional goals, showing resilience and determination to move forward. So honestly, it does suck to see such a strong couple end in such a sad way, but honestly, that is life. Good things always break apart and the best moments never last forever. All we can do in life is move on and find something better. It's clear Kanye moved on from Kim because he already has a new girlfriend, which is called Bianca. Same for Kim, because she was dating Odell Beckham, but I think they broke up, so I don't really know her situation. But all we can do is be happy for them, and remember, it's not our problem to think about. We've all got our own lives, and we all need to find the love of our life, because life without love is life with misery and loneliness. So thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe because I will be posting videos based on music every day. Comment down below your opinion on the whole situation and what you think was the main reason. That's going to be all from me. Have a good day.
And I remember asking my manager like, who is that girl right there? And he's like, oh yeah, oh, you mean Kim? So
was it love at first sight?
Oh yeah, definitely. She was in Australia with Paris Hilton or something, and reading her name and telling my friends like, man, have you ever seen Kim Kardashian?
You saw her and you were like, she's the one?
Yeah, definitely.